Krishna, everybody. I'm sorry, it was just setting up here everything. Welcome to Sunday class, and we are continuing with our Bhagavad Gita kids class. Everybody's doing good. How was your week? Good, good. Ramayan, thank you for joining. Betty. Okay, we're gonna start with the prayers. Okay, everybody can fold your hands and just you whatever verse whatever verse you can sing along. Okay. Om Ajnanatimidandasya Gnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Tasmai Shri Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaurabhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Rama. All right, kids. So today's verse of Bhagavad Gita we are learning is 3.5, which is from chapter 3 of Bhagavad Gita, verse number 5. Okay. So I'm gonna we're gonna go word by word first. You can repeat and then you repeat after me. We'll go word by word, then we'll do sentence, and then we'll do the whole thing. Okay. I'm also new to this verse, so I'm like you. I don't know the pronunciation very well, but we'll all learn together. Okay. Right. Nahi kashit shanam api. Okay, so we're going word by word. I'm sorry, my bad. Na he kashit shanam api. Jatu nishtati tishtati akarma krit karyate hai. Hi, they just say he. That's how they pronounce he. Basically, it's not hi, it's he.
Yes.
He means certainly, kind of. Avasha, karma, sarva, prakriti, jay, guna. So sometimes when it says, Jai R, it's actually you can just pronounce Jai. Like you don't have to the R doesn't have to be pronounced. So we'll learn together. Okay, let's do line by line now. Okay. Nahi kashchit shanam api. Shanam api. 3 times. Okay. Nahi kashchit kshanam api. Nahi kashchit kshanam api. Jatu tishtati akarmakrit.
Jatu asya
कर्मकृत् जातु तिष्ठति अकर्मकृत्
Jatu asti amakmakrit.
जातु तिष्ठति अकर्मकृत्
Jatu tishtati akarmakrit.
कार्यते हि अवशः कर्म अवशः
Karma.
कार्यते हि अवशः कर्म
Karite harikya
अवशः
karma.
कर्म कार्यते हि
It's hot.
अवशः कर्म
Karite harikya karma.
सर्व प्रकृतिजर्गना
Jargana.
सर्व प्रकृतिजर्गना
Saiva prakriti jargama.
सर्व प्रकृतिजर्गना
Saiva prakriti jargana.
So now we will read like 2 lines and then we'll go with the translation, okay? Nahi kaschit kshanam api jatu tishtati akarmakrit.
Nahi
Nahi kaschit
kasketayam
kshanam api jatu
jatu
tishtati
jasti
karmakrit.
amakramakriti.
Karyate hi avasha karma sarva
Ayate
prakriti jargana.
jargana.
Karyate hi avasha karma
Karma.
sarva
Ayate
prakriti jargana.
jargana.
Okay, so it's hard, right? Like all the verses, when you learn for the first time, it's always difficult. But then the key to remember is to repeat. When you repeat and repeat and repeat, you learn, right? And and then you don't feel like it's hard. It's very easy. But the key to learn is to repeat, right? But that you can do. We cannot do in the class, so you have to do by yourself. And it, as we mentioned earlier, right? Learning verses is very good for your brain. It's very, it's good for the memory. It's important to memorize verses. Okay, so we're gonna go with the translation. Who wants to read the translation? Okay, Ramaya, go ahead.
Everyone is forced to act helpless according to the qualities he has acquired from the
Modes.
molds of the material nature. Therefore, no one can refrain from doing something, not even for a moment.
Very good. Thank you. So the translation says that everyone is forced to act according to their qualities of like according to their nature, modes of material nature. So we're gonna learn about very important stuff today. So we all are a mixture of the material like 3 gunas. Like guna means material like modes of material nature. Okay. And therefore, it says in the words that nobody can refrain from doing anything, even for a moment. So we're always in either of those 3 gunas. Like we're always acting, we are always acting either on sattva guna or rajoguna or tamoguna, right? So those are the 3 modes we're gonna learn today. It's a very important stuff to learn in the life. So here. So there are 3 types of gunas, or you could say it's a material nature according to like in the English, and in Sanskrit it's called gunas. So there are 3 types of gunas: sattva guna, rajoguna, and tamoguna. Okay, sattva, rajas, tamas. You see that, right? Sattva means, anybody knows what is the meaning of sattva? Goodness. Sattva means goodness. Okay, rajas means passion. Like very passionate, you like do, go kind of. And tamas is like lazy, don't want to do anything. Okay, tamas, or bad things like fighting, or all those kind of things comes under tamas. So the word says basically we are always in either of these gunas. We always act. We humans we are all active, right? We are doing something, and those anything you do, they come under these three categories. Okay, so that's what we are learning today. So here it says, now it describes a little more in this slide, you can see, and we're gonna go like kind of, we'll read this one by one. Okay, so what is the feeling in three gunas? Like whatever we are doing, any activity we do according to our nature. And it's not like some people are very good in, like some people are more of a people in a goodness or sattva guna, and some people are more in a passion mood, and some are more in a tamas mood. But it's not that they're prominently in one thing. We're all mixture of everything. But some people, like there are people who wake up early in the morning, right? And they like to do, their sad, like they want to do chanting, meditation, and stuff like that. They're always truthful, like they're always happy. So they're like, there's mode of goodness, right? And the passion is like, let's do it. I'm gonna do it. I want to do it. Like creation, or you could say, too much hard work. Too much hard work is a passion. Okay, and the tamas is like laziness, don't do nothing. So let's just go with the feelings which is in the slide. Who would like to read the sattva guna one? Dhvani.
Then harmony, positive, peace, clarity, light, creativity, openness, and intelligence.
Very good. So these are the basically when you feel harmony, you feel positive, you feel peace. This is the feeling, right? Like you you like you have creativity, or like whatever it says, but that's a good sattva guna, goodness. Okay, and then the rajas, who wants to read the rajas? All right, maybe somebody else. Who else is there? Let me see if anybody else. Oh, Ashi's hand is up. Yes, I can see
Movement, activity, energy, excitement, passion, desire, agitation, anxiety, and egotism.
egotism. Okay, so these are like rajas. You're like always in, like energy is good. I mean, I wouldn't say it's bad. Energy should be there, but sometimes people are like, over endeavoring for stuff which is not required, or maybe or um like desires. They have all kind of crazy desires which is not even required, like and anxiety and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so that comes under rajoguna, means a passion. Okay, all right, Thomas. I don't see anybody's hand up, but who would like to read? Okay, Ramayan. All right, Nitya. Yes, go ahead. I cannot hear you, Nitya.
In
Yeah.
activity,
No, we are doing the Thomas, the last one.
yeah,
Inertia,
inertia,
inactivity,
inactivity,
negative,
negative, happy,
mm-hmm. Dullness,
dullness, dark, delusion,
mm-hmm. Depression,
depression, ignorance.
Yes, very good. So that's the feeling which you're like in a tamogun, like you're always feeling negative, or you don't feel good about anything, or you don't like anybody, kind of like that. Oh, that's a nice picture. I like it. Good job. Okay. So like you're always thinking of negative about things around, or like depression. I don't like to do anything. I'm not happy. Things are not going well. Like, inactive. You just want to be lazy. You don't want to get up in the morning, or you just want to lay around. Or, like drunkards. They're always drunk and like just lay down. I mean, those are the mode of ignorance. Okay. So just wanted to give you some idea what are the three things. And we're always in either of those, it's not that uh, here. So So as I was mentioning, in the life, everything is in Bhagavad Gita, according to Bhagavad Gita, everything it comes under these three modes. So it could be your, like feelings. We saw feelings, how it come under three modes. Then even the food is under three modes. Even the activities we do, it's under three modes. Like in Bhagavad Gita further chapters, it says, how you're giving a charity. Let's say you're giving charity. But charity giving also in what like mood you're giving. So that also comes under like sattva-guna, rajaguna, or tamas, like what is the intention behind. So any activity you do or anything around us is within three modes. All right, so we're gonna learn about food. What are the food in three gunas, like sattvagun, rajogun, and tamogun? Okay, so there is a list of, I mean, it's not exactly like uh it's not exactly categorized. You could, but I'll explain you a little more. But let's read the what are the foods are which are in mode of goodness. Would somebody like to read? Okay, Dhwani, everybody's hand is up now. Okay, let's start with Ramayan again. Ramaya, wanna read?
Oh, sorry. Milk, poverty, ghee, grains, fresh wheat fruits, fresh veggies, honey, nuts, mung
Mung bean.
beans.
Yeah. So these are the food, these are like a things for us to eat, and it when you eat those things, you um remain in a mode of goodness. So we will see like what are the other things in goodness also, like telling the truth and all that. But so we should have more of a habit of eating food which is in mode of goodness. Okay, so then basically whatever we eat, that's how our brains become. Like people who are who eat lots of dirty stuff, or like a meat or stuff like that, it's not good for our own development, like physically, mentally. It's not a good thing. So we should always try to eat more of stuff which is in more of goodness. Okay, all right. So who wants to read? Oh, everybody's hand is up. Ayushivani, would you like to read the second one, mode of passion food?
Yeah, sure. So, coffee slash black tea, chicken, eggs, onion slash garlic, dark lentils,
Citrus
Curtis
fruit.
fruits, spicy food, chocolate, and salt.
Yes.
Eating
So,
to
I mean, there are certain things we also eat, like let's say salt. I mean, but here it's not talking about that salt is the completely passion. If you take too much of a salt, too much of a spice, like spice, I mean, of course, like we're gonna eat spicy, like spice is gonna be there in the food. but they're not talking about like you just stop that. No, it's just like in how much amount you're taking. In the case of spices and salt, I'm talking about, or certain lentils and stuff like that. But definitely, mode of passion is like onions, garlic, eggs, and you're like a very pungent food, or like mushrooms, or like a very the food which is like very much fermented. Those things come under that category. So sometimes people say, okay, beer, what's wrong with that? But it's like it comes under the passionate food. It's like it's not, it's too much fermented, so that's not healthy. It's not in a mode of goodness, basically, right? So, and then the third category is mode of ignorance. Ashi, would you like to read?
Mhm. Red meat, alcohol, fast food, fried food, frozen food, canned food, refined sugars, tobacco, and soda.
So again, this is not exactly like you could say that you can have a little bit of those, but complete ignorant food would be the meat. Okay, so meat and alcohol, you should like that's like a no. But other things, you're taking once in a while. I mean, a little bit is okay, but it should not be consumed in everyday life. It's not good for health, or as I mentioned earlier, it's not good for your development in general, right? So we learned about how feelings could be in three modes and how food could be in three modes, but in general we're gonna learn about what exactly is mode of goodness, passion, and mode of ignorance. Okay, so here it says, let's again we read about more. Let me see who else can read. Is anybody different would like to read? Is Dhwani and Ansh, would you like to read the sattva gunas, like the mode of goodness? What comes under that?
Okay. Tolerance, truthfulness, charity, sharing simplicity, satisfaction, self-control. Truthful,
Mhm.
food that gives strength, satisfaction, wholesome.
Okay, so these are all mode of goodness things. So it's very important to understand what is mode of goodness, and that what we need to try to cultivate. It's not that everybody is in that. Like there are naturally people who are in mode of goodness, some are more of in passion and ignorance, but we all should strive or try to get to the mode of goodness, okay? Because that is how we can go towards the spirituality. You can go towards Krishna, because Krishna likes good. He doesn't like anything mad or like bad or mixed up things, right? He always likes to be like, he wants good stuff. So he wants good qualities in us also. It's not that like you fight in Krishna and you say, Krishna, I'm sorry. No, I mean, like, yeah, first time maybe, yes, but then you have to develop to cultivate those, good habits. So tolerance is a very good quality, like, and it's something you could use like in your day-to-day life. Let's say when you go to school, there are people there are kids who are teasing, or like bullying or whatever. So this, it's very important to be tolerant, right? So I mean, I'm not saying that you don't complain. You can, but learning to be tolerant about things is very important, right? Then truthfulness. So truthfulness is like telling truth always. You should never lie. And specifically never lie to your parents, because they are your well-wishers, right? Parents are always your well-wishers, no matter what. So you should never lie to your parents. And that's a truthful, like in general, tell the truth. It's not hard. Doesn't matter what, just have your that's always Krishna likes it to be truthful. You have to be truthful, right? Then charity, sharing. So you share with your siblings, you share with your friends. Sharing is caring, right? That's also under mode of goodness. The simplicity, satisfaction. Sometimes some kids like, I want this, I want that. No, like you learn, all have to learn to be satisfied. Whatever is required, you should have it, of course, but not the unnecessary stuff, right? So you should always learn. Asi, do you have any questions? You have your raised hand or okay. All right. And then self-control is a very important stuff, right? When we go to the store, should have satisfaction in what you want to buy, you want what you need, you buy, not like whatever is there in the store, you want to buy everything. No, right? Self-control. So those are the things which we need to learn to develop, right? Mode of goodness. And then rajas are the mode of passion. There's a list of passion too. Somebody would like to read? All right, I see Dhwani. Would you like to read, Dhwani? Let's go.
Yes. Desire, attachments, pride, resting or hurriedness, anger, no control over speech.
Very good. Egoist, boasting, and food that is too bitter, too sour, too salty, too hot, pungent, and that causes distress, misery, and disease. Okay, so those are the things which comes under mode of passion. So mode of passion is, you sometimes we all have like desires which are not even like um not necessary, basically, you could say. And then pride is one of the passion thing, like, okay, oh, I can do this, but we never think that, okay, this quality has given to me by Krishna, by the Lord. So we should not never be too much pride about what we have, right? What qualities we have. Rushing, like anger, too much anger, it comes under the mode of passion. Okay, and no control over speech is a very important stuff. We should always have control over what we are speaking, right? Okay. Ashi, your hand is up. Would you like to read the last one? Go ahead.
Okay. Madness, too much anger, laziness, fear, lamentation, violence, sleeping too much, lying, food that is putrid, unclean, causes to be in illusion decomposed.
Okay. So these are the things which are, like it's mode of ignorance. The food also again, like we learned what are the foods in goodness, passion, and ignorance. And now and the tamas is like you're basically lazy, lamenting, anger, too much anger. Little anger is fine, sometimes, and some people are like always angry, like all the time. You can't even talk to them. So that's a mode of ignorance. And violence, people kill each other, you know, hate each other. Those things are under mode of ignorance. Sleeping too much also. All right. So that's the important part we learned today in the verse. And then so now what to do when you're in three modes? What do? We develop mode of goodness, right? So how can we do it? Mode of goodness, we understood that there are the three modes, and we understood that like developing mode of goodness is important, right? But how do we do it? So these are the ways we do it. So it says discipline through body, mind, and word. So there's a BMW. Have you heard of a car, BMW? Body, mind, and words, okay? BMW is, I mean, like we made it. Body, mind, word, okay? So we can develop mode of goodness in three ways, okay? So mode of goodness, we can, like with how we do with the body, we worship, we go to the temple, we do our, like meditation, right? We do, like, it says five things here, like worship, cleanliness, we keep things clean around us, right? Simplicity, you don't want to be like so fancy, like keep it simple. And non-violence, don't hit anybody, right? And then making right friends. So this is like developing goodness. Okay, it's just for the kids, you know how you can do it. So uh, more of you got the idea. Cleanliness and making right choices. Okay, and then comes the regulation through the speech. How can we become like how can we develop goodness in the speech? We be truthful. We be like when we talk, we don't talk that somebody get hurt by it, right? Pleasing words. Should always use pleasing words. Like you can say the same thing in two ways. One could be like aggressive way, a bad way, and another could be a good way. So we always try to learn a good way to speak, right? And then which is beneficial to others, like not just random blah 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 blah, like whatever comes in your brain and you keep on speaking, that would be passion, right? I mean, like that's not a good thing. And you speak based on the scriptures, right? And then and controlling the mind, the discipline through controlling the mind would be satisfaction and self-control. So that's the one, how that's how we develop our mode of goodness. You try. It's not that we are always into that, but we always try to do that. Try to speak nicely, try to speak truthful. You try to keep things clean. You try to like read good books. You try to make good friends. Like those are the things. You try to eat healthy food, right? That's the mode of goodness. You cultivate it. It's not that it's going to be there, but you try, you choose. If there's bad and good, you choose the good. That's what it is. Okay. And like, how can we do all these? We cannot do without Krishna, right? We should have Krishna in the center. That's then and then only we can do it. So when we are doing food, like eating food, we make fresh food, we offer it to Krishna, then we have it. So that becomes mode of goodness. We are eating prasadam. When we read, like you all are attending Bhagavad Gita class, that means you're using your time in mode of goodness. This is mode of goodness, right? You're hearing good things and you're learning good things. So that is mode of goodness. And you learn to speak nicely. You go to your friends, you speak good things, then your friends are happy, your parents are happy, you're truthful, then it's mode of goodness. But everything, we should have Krishna in the center. Okay. All right. Then, so that was the class for the Bhagavad Gita verse. So we learned in the Bhagavad Gita that everything we do, we are doing in all these three modes, and we try to cultivate the goodness, mode of goodness, so we can go to Krishna. But in the verse, it basically said that we are never doing anything. The soul is always active. Soul is always active. It doesn't sit and do nothing. It's not that we are. So when you're saying that way, I'm not doing anything, but that would be mode of ignorance. It's not that you're not doing anything. Okay, so that's what it is. All right. So that's all about Bhagavad Gita for today. And we're going to continue with our Ramayan story. Okay. So does anybody remember where did we stop last time in Ramayan? Anybody have idea? Okay, Ramaya, tell me.
When I think Bharata came and
Yes.
I came back to the
Good
Ayodhya
job.
because Ram said no.
Yes, good job. Yes, so Bharata was visiting, right? And he goes to offer Rama that, okay, you please come back. We want you. Then and father is gone, but then Rama says, no, I'm not coming back. You take my sandals, and then you can rule. So after meeting Bharata, Rama leaves Chitrakoot and goes elsewhere. So now the meeting is over. Bharata goes back to Ayodhya with the sandals, and Rama continues his journey in the jungle further down. Okay. So that's what we get. So when he starts his journey, he goes to Atri Muni and Anusuya's ashram. So Atri Muni was a very, like a very elevated devotee or sadhu, and Rama was, he really wanted to meet Atri Muni. Well, he goes there, and there Atri Muni's wife, Anasuya, and they all like they greet them, Rama and Sita, Lakshman very well. They give them seat, sit down, please, and then give them, when the guest comes, what do? We give them three things. We ask first, we greet them, right? Then we give them seat to sit down, and we offer them some water or fruit, right? It's our culture. Anybody comes at home, what do? We do three things. Okay, first is we greet them.
Greet.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, welcome, please come, right? Second, you ask them to sit, please sit. And then third, you ask them some water or some food, right? Whatever is at home, it doesn't matter what. You can have some, fruits or whatever. So those are the three things we should always do. So yeah, Rama and Sita were welcomed by Atri Muni, and they offered food, and then like how male talk to male and female talk to female, then that's how Sita Mata, she went into Anasuya Mataji, like goes to Anasuya, Mother Anasuya, and then the Anasuya at that time, she talks about what is like actual dharma. Dharma means like what is a duty for a wife. She talks about that to Sita, because Sita is like a daughter, you see. Parents, like mothers and mother-in-laws, they are like mothers, and they always teach good things to their daughters, right? So Mother Ansuya here is at the, like she's elderly lady, and Sita is like very young lady, so she is teaching about what is a good thing, how to serve the husband. So wife's duty is to serve husband, like cooking or in any condition, wherever the husband is, a wife should give him support, and she should always serve him, right? So that is a all detailed like detailed things which Mother Anasuya teaches Sita, and Sita was remembering, yes, thank you for telling me, because those things are also told by my mother and my mother-in-law. When Sita was getting married, the mother was teaching, how you can serve um, your husband, Rama. Can you guys stop doing all that, like on my screen? It still, it acts.
I did not do that.
Okay, well, whoever did that. Okay, so Mother Anasuya, she does all, gives instructions to Sita according to, okay, and then they leave after that, and they continue in the jungle, and yeah, so when Mother Anasuya, uh, she teaches all the duty, like what is a duty for a female towards the husband, and then she appreciate how Sita was a princess, right? She was in a, like her father had so much money and everything, but when Rama got the curse, actually Sita did not like not curse. I mean, like when Rama was supposed to leave, Sita did not have to leave, but she said, no, I want to come with you because I'm married to you and I want to be with you only. I cannot live by myself. So then she decides to go with Rama. Rama said, no, you don't need to come. It's not for you. It's just for me. But Sita says, no. So she's like very nicely, she followed her husband, and she's taking care of the needs in a jungle also, right? So Anasuya, mother Anasuya, she appreciates Sita, that how she is, even though she was um, you know a princess, she chose to be with Rama for so long, like in a jungle. And living in a jungle is not fun, right? Is it? Do you think it is fun? Yeah, you have to sleep on the floor and you eat fruits and berries or whatever is available. And you're like, you have to walk long distances, no footwear, nothing, it's really hard. So it's not an easy life after being a princess to go in the jungle. So Mother Anasuya, she really appreciates Sita, that you're doing a really good job. And then after that, they continue their journey into the forest. And here, and then after that, there's Aranya Kanda begins. They go to Dandakaranya forest. What is the forest name?
Dandakya.
Dandakaranya. What is it?
Dandaka Anya.
Dandakaranya. So that is why it is called Aranya Khanda. All right, and there in Ramayan, basically there were 7 khandas, right? First is the Balkand. Ramaya, can you mute yourself, Peter? Balakand, Ayodhya Kand, Aranya Kand, Kishkinda Kand, Sundar Kand, Yuddha Kand, and Uttar. Okay, so these are the khandas, and so we so far covered Balkan, Ayodhya Kand, and now we are in Aranya Kand. Okay, so Balkan was about the childhood of Rama, Sita's birth, marriage of Rama, right? And then comes the Ayodhya Kand, where Rama gets they decide for coronation, but then he gets the exile at the forest. And now Aranya Kanda is Rama is in the forest forest, and then kidnapping of Sita by Ravana. So that's what happened in this Aranyaka. Okay. So they continue to their journey to Dandakaranya forest. Okay. And then in Dandakaranya forest, when they were going, they met a furious Rakshasa. And that Rakshasa's name is Viradha. He like had, how the Rakshasas are like golden looking and like big hair, teeth, like sharp teeth, very furious, right? So Sita was scared. Oh, Nandika, you want to say something? Your hand is up. I'm not able to hear you. I don't know. I can't hear you. I don't know why.
So, my dad's using the blender, so I'm going to have to wait, maybe.
You have to do what?
My mom is using the blender, so
Okay.
I might have to.
Okay, you can speak it later. That's fine. Okay. So anyways, so that Rakshasa was Viradha, and that Viradha, he wanted to actually kill like he wanted Sita. And then he grabs it, give me this Sita and you go. I'm he wants to kill Rama and Lakshmana. And then Rama and Lakshmana get so furious, like, how dare you? We're gonna what do you think? We're gonna let you take Sita away? So then they fight, and they fight and fight and fight. But this guy, he was a special Rakshasa. He had a boon from Brahma that nobody can, no weapon can kill him. So basically, then after leaving those bows and arrows, Rama and Lakshmana, they start fighting. And then he at the end he becomes like so unconscious, but he was not dying because Brahma gave the boon. Yeah, you cannot die like so easily. Like Rama only will kill, but then later on, Rama was thinking, oh, he's not getting killed, what should I do? So they decide to bury him. And then as soon as they dig they dig, like this demon states that, like I was Gandharva in my last life. And he was actually he was a Gandharva. Gandharva means like a like in upper celestial places, like a Swarga, like a heaven. There are other planets also. Their Gandharvas are like elevated. They're good. They're very beautiful. They're very uh, like good, kind of like Rakshas are bad, right? Like that. The Gandharvas are good. So he was a good person, like good celestial being. But then, because he did something wrong, he tried to do something bad to Apsara, Kuvera. He gives him a curse to become a Rakshasa. So that's why he became a Rakshasa. But because of Lord Rama killed him, he got liberated. So now then he goes back to his original form. But before he goes, he tells where to go next. He says that you should go to Sarabhanga Rishi. So then comes the Sarabhanga Rishi. Sarabhanga Rishi was a rishi who was meditating. So basically, after killing that demon, he goes, like Rama and Lakshmana and all, they carry on, they go forward, and they go to Sharbangam Rishi's ashram, right? So Sharbanga Rishi was, and when they reached there, actually they saw that Indra and everybody was talking to Sharbanga Muni. And as soon as Rama comes, they all left, they all went away. Uh, but then Lord Rama comes and asks, why were they here? So Sharbanga Muni says that because I did so much of austerity, I'm supposed to leave. I'm supposed to go back to Brahmaloka. But I heard that you're here. So I told them I don't want to go. My wish is to meet Rama before I leave. So then he was waiting for Lord Rama, actually, so they can come, he can take darshan of Rama. This Charvanga Muni, after taking darshan of Rama, he talks to him, and then he makes a pile for fire for himself, and makes a fire, and he enters by himself. And then when he goes, his old body becomes a new body, like a brand new, and like a young person, and he goes like this to Brahmaloka, right? Isn't it amazing? You feel like, hey, what is this thing? Like, I don't think so. But in olden age, things used to happen like these. Like, you feel like, oh, in this age, if you think like that, no, it's not possible. How is it possibility? But it used to happen, right? Like 50 years back, like your grandparents, they never had any idea that there could be anything like a computer would be coming, and we can see people face to face 50 years back. So that's surprising, right? So for us, this is surprising, but yes, it happened. So Brahmaloka, so then Sarabhanga Muni, he goes back to Brahmaloka. That's the three things we are continuing from Ramayana. So we learned just three things from the Ramayana, that how Rama continues from, he goes to Atri Muni's ashram, and then he gets instruction, like Sita gets instruction from Anusuya, and she also gets so many gifts from Mother Ansuya, and then they carry forward, they go forward in the like jungle, and they meet that Rakshasa, Viradha, and then Rama kills Viradha, and then they continue and they go to Sarabhanga Muni's ashram. Now, Sarabhanga Muni goes back to Brahmaloka. Okay? So that is the story from Ramayan for today. Okay? So basically, that's it for the day. All right, I spoke a lot. I'm tired. Now it's your turn, little people. Who wants to share what we learned today? So many things we learned today, didn't we? Yes. Let's see. Only one hand up. Okay, Ramaya's hand is up.
I learned about the 3 types of ways that humans can be.
Very nice. That was the important one he learned. Very good. I hope you all can remember a little bit of those and try to cultivate it, okay? Try to work on it. Try to wake up early in the morning. Try to do, like some exercises, remembering Krishna, like chanting around of, like chanting beads. So that's more of goodness. Tell the truth, tell nicely, have good friends, right? Yes, Dwani. Ramaya, you can mute yourself, Ramaya now. Dwani? Yeah.
I learned the shloka.
Very good. And what did you learn in the shloka? Something you learned, right? You learned about 3 modes, right? Yes, mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance, right? Okay, now Nitya wants to say something.
I learned that I learned about the 3 ways and that BMW stands for body, mind, and words.
Very good. Yes, that's how we cultivate good things with our body, with our mind, and our word. Good job. Okay. Anyone else? I see Sarvi Shlok. Satya, would you like to read it? I mean, would you like to say something? What you learned?
Um, I learned that like foods affect your mental health and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Good job. Good, good thing you learned, huh? So this is so nice. I'm not like I'm asking you at the end to share. It's not that to keep you on your guys on the spot, but it's just when you say after listening, when you say something, you will remember that better than what I said. Okay, so that's the intention behind it. Like when you say that, okay, I learned that, then you'll remember that better than what I said, right? That's why. And so, all right. And we also learned about how we should invite guests, right? When guest comes, what should we do, right? We learned that too. So we learned so many good things. You try to implement all those things, okay? All right. Any last comment, question? Anybody has any question? No questions? Ramaya has any question? Yes, please go ahead, Ramaya. Unmute.
What was the goodness shloka called?
What shloka?
The goodness one.
Mode of goodness?
Yeah.
Sattva.
Oh, okay.
Good job. I like questions. If you have any question, you should ask, okay? It's a good habit to inquire. All right. Anyways, all right, we're gonna stop for today and let's do the closing prayers. We should have our hands folded and read what is on the screen. Okay. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhaiva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. So I offer my respectful obeisances unto all Vaishnava devotees of the Lord. They are just like desired trees who can fulfill the desires of everyone, and they are full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. Hare Krishna. All right. Thank you everybody for joining. You have a wonderful week ahead, okay? Try to cultivate good things and remember Krishna. Krishna should be in the center. Bye. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
You're welcome. Thank you for joining. All right, guys can. All
Wait,
right, I'm good. Right?
why is somebody showing Peppa Pig right now?
I don't know. Whatever. You don't think too much. You try to be in the mode of goodness. Okay. All right. Bye. I'm leaving. Okay.
Bye.
The thing.
Bye. Bye.